what? Who do you feel now with Canelo being gone, or not gone, but like in the twilight? Who's the face of
He's
boxing?
gone.
He's
Hasn't got to go.
who do you feel is the face of boxing if there is one?
Um, I think you have to go by continent right now.
Okay,
I think Anui in Japan. I think in the Eastern European countries and in Europe, I would say Usyk. I would say in the United States, even though he's retired right now, it's still Crawford, and even though he's retired, but he's still people. You know, his retirement is so fresh that let's count him as still the biggest thing out there. And I think Shakur's moving up the ladder real fast.
yeah, that Teo fight was a big thing for him. Big moment in his career for sure, for sure. Who do you have in the Navarrete versus Sugar Nunez fight later this month? Or
You know, I I I don't like. I'm not a Navarrete fan. I think he's got an. I think he's exciting fights, but an ugly style.
correct?
Um, I'm not. It's a hard fight to judge. I don't know. I really don't. It's going to be a good fight, but I don't know who's going to win that fight.
Man, this is the first time we've gotten a couple I don't knows from you. So these are some good fights coming up. Navarrete Nunez, Ball Figueroa.
Certain things that when I favor a fighter over another fighter, and none of those fighters have those advantages or disadvantages.
What are the advantages you normally look for?
Well, if I told you, you'd be doing it, and I wouldn't have a fucking job.
I got you. I knew you would say some crazy shit like
It's
that.
like, it's like the famous like the mafia. If I tell you, I got to kill you.
I gotta kill you. I know how it goes. I know how it goes. Um, MEZBX says, "What's up with Usyk and his new promotional company? Is Usyk still working with Turkey Al Sheikh?"
Absolutely.
Yeah. Um, Garcia-Barrios. What about that one? I'll be there soon.
You know, coming off the Haney fight, I would say that he would beat Barrows, but coming off the Rolly fight, he looked so bad. I mean, he looked like 10 pounds of shit in a 2 pound bag.
Yeah, it was bad. Like,
Yeah, I can't give you one. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, you know, to me, Garcia is so hot. Right, Ryan Garcia is so hot and cold. I don't know.
we began the live talking about Shakur Stevenson. I forgot to ask you about Shakur Stevenson versus Conor Benn.
Please, gross, gross mismatch. Oh,
That like people got carried away and they said Tio was like Gotti versus Ward. I feel like that would be like Gotti versus Ward or Gotti versus Mayweather, I should say.
um, Conor Benn to be another fighter looking like a dog taking a piss on a fire hydrant in that fight.
Yeah, because yeah, he's not on that level. He never even won the Southern Area title. He never even conquered the British level, really.
I know. As Frank Warren just had put out a statement today, just because you beat Chris Eubank, don't get too carried away. Is basically what he said.
He's right. I'm with him. With him on that. Here we go. Richardson Hitchins versus Oscar Duarte. Who do you think wins that fight? There you go. The one I know you want
Um,
to answer.
I think Hitchins will probably win the fight, but I can see Oscar Duarte winning.
Yeah, Hitchins.
He's left-handed and right-handed both. He can punch. He's tenacious. He's strong physically. And one thing about Hitchins, he's not a great puncher. So Duarte will be all over him like a cheap suit, knowing the guy can't hurt him.
Correct. Yeah, Hitchins might have to exercise some of
So
those
what
demons.
happens is to a fighter that's not brave, that he realizes the guy he can win the fight. The guy can't punch and he can win the fight. He goes balls out. All of a sudden, he gets brave. Now you take a guy who's got balls like Oscar Duarte, and he sees the guy can't punch. He's just going to swarm the guy, knowing that the guy can't hurt him.
Correct. And he dealt with a similar style in the Boss Man Kenny Sims Jr. So he's
And that
got
was a damn good fight.
Very good fight. One of the best fights of 2025 for sure.
Correct.
Well, here's a good one. What about Teofimo Lopez versus Brian Norman Jr. at 47?
Who?
Teofimo Lopez versus Brian Norman Jr. at 147 pounds.
I don't know how much mental baggage either of the guys are going to have from the previous beatdowns they took. Their losses. I think Norman, even though he was knocked down, showed less damage in the fight, and I think that Teofimo, even though he didn't get knocked down, he showed more damage. So I got to give a slight edge to Brian Norman in the fight.
Okay. Sure. They both have very polarizing fathers, and people want them to get rid of their fathers.
The other guy Brian Norman's father got his ass fired, so he's not going to be working in the corner.
Correct. Yeah, I know. Junior has been with Derek James. He was spotted with Ronnie Shields the other day, so he's looking for a trainer. Looks like. This guy right here, Rick, wants to know from you: do you think we've seen the best of Brian Norman Jr. or can he improve?
He can improve with a new trainer without his father. Absolutely can improve.
Yeah. Who do you think would be a good trainer for Teofimo Lopez if he was to get rid of his father?
Buddy McGirt.
Buddy has a long history of turning fighters around after tough losses. Why do you say Buddy?
Just for partly that reason. He's a great teacher. And he's a Hall of Famer, so a fighter would have to respect him.
Correct. He understands the psychology of fighters because he was one at a high level himself.
And at a very high level, correct. Two-time world champion and two-division world champ, I should say. And also he's in the Hall of Fame.
Correct. Great fighter. People forget like how great of a fighter he was in his day.
Imagine when he did the Simon. Remember when he did the Simon Brown?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was an ass beating.
It was. Simon Brown couldn't find him. It was a boxing lesson.
He spun him around and then he hit him when he turned him around and smacked him. It went right down. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it was a classic. Yeah. Simon Brown was a bad boy at 47 too.
Yes, he was.
When is Charles